Know Your Candidate. Presented by Portland is Possible, broadcasted by XRAY FM. In this segment, we offer a brief background on the visionary candidates that are proudly standing and running for the acclaimed Portland Area City Council. For now, we have a candidate of District 3 that incorporates Montevilla, Belmont, and Hawthorne neighborhoods.
My name is Pham. I'm running for City Councilor for District 3 in Portland, Oregon, and I'm the only candidate that's born and raised in Portland, Oregon.
How can we make Portland a more walkable city?
Portland is a very walkable city already. The waterfront is beautiful, the East Esplanade is beautiful, the neighborhoods are littered with nature and just nice to walk around the family neighborhood. Tillicum Crossing, the new walking bridge that Blumenauer got approved. I would say we have a lot of access to walking, but people don't want to necessarily walk around there if they don't feel safe. So to make Portland a more walkable city, I think it needs to be a safer city.
What is the city's role in cultivating arts and culture?
Again, I think the city does a lot with cultivating arts and culture already. We have the First Thursday, last Friday, Mississippi Street Fair, Saturday Market. The city already has community events, activation fund. So if you want to throw a block party, you can ask the city for funds and they'll give you money for that. They even waive the permit for block parties so you don't have to pay for that. I think the city does a lot to cultivate art and culture already.
How should the city think about balancing economic and environmental interests as the region grows?
I think the key to that is balance. We don't want to destroy our environment for the sake of infrastructure, but at the same time, we're facing an infrastructure crisis. And as a Portlander, I think we can all agree that we love nature. We don't want to sacrifice it and later on regret our decisions. It's a balancing act. If push came to shove and we had to sacrifice a piece of nature for the sake of building housing, which to me is the number one issue facing Portlanders, unfortunately, I would have to lean towards construction over certain environmental considerations, to an extent.
In 30 years, what should Portland be known for?
I think we should be known for living up to our namesake of being pioneers, living on the cutting edge of technology, culture, and lifestyle. I would like Portland, when people come to visit Portland, they say, oh, wow, this is how people live. That could be committing to a 4-day work week, could be civic engagement. I would really like to see Portland have the best public education system in the nation. Currently, we pay, out of all 50 states, we pay the 13th most for public education, and we have top 10 worst outcomes. So if I could change one thing, I would like Portland to have the best education for our kids.
How do we use or progress our current infrastructure to withstand substantial growth in the city?
I think the city has already taken an inventory of vacant lots that would be suitable for construction. They're taking account of office buildings that would make sense to renovate into living quarters, which doesn't make sense for all office space because a lot of the times it's actually more expensive to renovate the building than it is to tear it down and create a completely new one. So the city has taken inventory of what land we have available. I think we should take advantage of natural resources that we have here, and particularly hemp and hemp blocks. Studies have shown that hemp is just as structurally sound as stick frame buildings and sequesters more carbon than it emits during its manufacturing. It's mold resistant, it's pest resistant, it's fireproof because there's no space in the hemp to allow oxygen to get in. So I think we just need to be a little more creative and take advantage of our natural resources for the upcoming challenges.
Lightning round. What's the most Portlandy thing you have seen this week?
Took my dog for a walk and I saw a bunch of families in the park. And for me, Portland has always been a family town. So seeing families enjoying a nice day in the park.
Should the President Teddy Roosevelt statue come back?
Statues and who we venerate on statues is probably at the lowest of my list of concerns. So I would say no, just because we can probably spend the money somewhere else better.
If you couldn't live in Portland, where would you want to live?
Spain. I worked in Spain for 2 years and it's a beautiful country, beautiful people, awesome culture. Spain.
What events or place in Portland that no longer exists do you wish you could bring back?
I don't know if I'd bring it back, but I miss Hollywood Bowl over on Sandy. It's like a futsal arena now, and it used to be a Target, which is fine. Futsal is cool, but that was where I used to go as a kid. So I don't know if people like bowling, but it was a nice place to go and have a wholesome time.
Where do you get your coffee?
I'm a millennial, so I can't afford a house. I can barely afford rent. Insurance is a luxury. I brew my own coffee at home.
So now you know your candidate, or a bit about them. We like to thank the visionary candidates, also like to especially thank all the volunteers and organizations that put this together. We couldn't do this without you. To look at each candidate, be a good Portland citizen, and to be a dashing and informed voter, listen to X-Ray FM to learn about ballots and the new ranked choice voting system. And check out portlandpossible.org.